Previously on Backroad Exploration. For the first time as a family of 6, we embarked on an overland adventure into the San Rafael Swell. We spent the day exploring the Last Chance Wilderness area, checking out incredible overlooks, and enjoying spending a day out of the rain in beautiful Red Rock country. Well, the rain has started to come down, so now we're all hunkered in the GX, eating some lunch, have some nice wraps. And then we'll get back out on the trail. No better way to spend a rainy day than driving, because, you know, we won't have to be hunkered up all day. And I don't think it's supposed to rain that long, so hopefully it blows over. Maybe even be done by the time we're done eating. It's definitely water. So I don't know that this is what it is, but there does look like they have some piping and stuff. I wonder if all of that sheet metal is some type of a water catch system, so the water falls on it, it's a little bit sloped, and it puts it into some type of a watering system that brings it over to here, because there's definitely water that's coming to this. I don't know. That's the only thing that makes sense to me. It definitely looks like it's like cattle related, but I've never seen anything like it before. And so it makes me think if it rains on that, then it pools it and it can bring the water over this direction through some type of a catch system. But I don't know. It's interesting. But now we're kind of headed more east, and we're up on top of the plateau. It's kind of amazing that, you know, you can be on this, you know, grass-covered plateau, and then you go out there and bam, you just have that huge drop down into those canyons. This trail, we're passing by Moroni Slopes back there, and then they've obviously got a lot of cattle things that they do up on top of here. There's been a couple different pasture areas and things like that. We're gonna loop, and we're gonna start heading south here in a little bit. We made it back to camp. Today's loop was just absolutely so much fun. It's not all perfect though. Now, it's been really windy today, and that's why I'm like, hey, let's spend a ton of time in the vehicle. I was hoping that the storm would have blown over by the time we got back. It hasn't quite yet. In fact, I think we still have a couple hours of it. It's really windy, it's raining. It's pretty miserable out there. Wind is what's really the worst. Rain, you can, put on rain slickers and stuff like that. But man, the wind is just you just get huge bursts, 20-30 mile an hour bursts. So Lauren has got Millie. She needs to lay down, so they're in the tent trying to get a little bit of a nap in, and the rest of us are all hunkered down in the GX. The kids are watching a show, and I'm gonna try to take a little bit of a nap. So it's not all perfect glamour, you know, it's beautiful and fun, and I'm really happy that this is what we're doing, but there definitely are some downsides and comforts that you don't necessarily have when, you know, you're out on a trip like this and you don't have like a house or an RV or something to just go, you know, hole up in and weather through the storm. Finally, we have some sunny skies. Still decently windy and deceivingly cool, but it's basically been the first time in 2 days that we've had any blue skies, which is nice. And man, the rock is really starting to pop as soon as that sun just comes and just starts hitting those rocks. That's one of my favorite things about the desert. The views are so good when you just have that contrast of that sun just bringing out all of the color. Still really windy, but it definitely, I think we're on the tail end of the storms that have been coming through. So that is all good news to me. So inside this front storage box, there's a solar charging setup. There's a Noco Genesis battery charge level thing here, which is kind of cool. And you can plug solar in. Obviously you've got your 12 volt here as well. So I've never had a big solar panel. The only thing I've ever had is this little one that's like a backpacking solar panel. I would like to get something small that I could put right up here on front and charge the deep cycle battery that's in here that runs the pump, and then we could charge devices and stuff off of the USB and different things here. So I don't know if you have a solar panel that you like, tell me about it. I want something that's compact, easy to use, and will work. Kids are off exploring the next ridge over, and I'm just trying to soak up a little bit of sun since we haven't had much of that so far on this trip. It feels good. Working on some pizza quesadillas. Nice, quick, and easy, and tastes pretty dang good too. The sun is setting. We're just putting everything away for dinner. And as that sun is going down, it is getting cold. It's supposed to get into the 30s tonight, so we're gonna start bundling up kids. But the good thing is the weather's supposed to rebound tomorrow, be up into the 70s, and we have a lot to explore then, so we'll see you in the morning. It's Sunday morning and it's already warmer, I think, right now at 8 a.m. than it was all of yesterday, so we're pretty happy about that. It's beautiful. It's been really nice to not have wind just battering us. Now luckily the wind let up a little bit last night as we were sleeping, so it wasn't as windy as it was the night before. And we're in no rush today. We're basically going to spend a bunch of time around camp this morning just enjoying each other's company, enjoying this nice warm weather, and then eventually start having breakfast and then pack up and start doing a bunch more exploring in this part of the San Rafael Swell. We have a lot of trail miles that I want to cover today, and it is beautiful. This is a perfect southern Utah exploration day. I'm so excited.
Oh, you need butter.
But it should be 5 foot, okay?
Hi, everybody.
Oh.
Millie's lucky. It's her first camping trip and it's a double nighter. She did good, yeah. Last night was a lot better than the first night. I'm feeling pretty good. Wait, it's a bunch of it is out. And then you take the bag and you start putting the chair in. Did you not? Do it! Your mom saw disability, it's the sit. The driver's seat.
Wyatt, come hold this.
Hold what?
This piece. I got it.
It's gonna be hard, because I got the girl.
Here, play.
Okay, Millie down there?
Why can't I win? I have to admit, I am really excited about this trailer. We were able to fit so many things, more things in bins, less things in the rig. Nothing at the moment on the roof rack, although I do think I'll move my tools to up there to kind of be like more of a permanent setup. But tons of extra water. This DeWalt light's new. Bigger camping chairs that are a little bit more comfortable. Man, this thing is a game changer for our family. And the reality is these bins aren't perfect size. There get some empty like holes down in here that I want to try to find some bins that are a little bit more suited for the size. I love having this table up here that we can utilize. Man, it's a game changer for us. It's awesome. So this is a giant loop 5-gallon power sports fluid container, I think is what they officially have to call it, because they can't call it a gas can. But what I like about it is that it can be really compact. So we fill it up. I've been dropping it in the Trasharoo, and then that gives us 5 extra gallons of fuel. We're gonna put it in now because there's no reason to be packing it around like that. But then when you're done with it, you can roll it up really compact. And I'm not gonna tell you that it's super like easy to use. It is a little bit kind of cumbersome because it's a bag basically and has no rigidity. But it does make it so that it can fit in kind of tight spaces, which is cool. It comes with its own spout that goes down in the base, so you have that with you all of the time. And you just screw it on like this, and then you can fill up 5 gallons of gas. I like that it's more compact in a lot of ways than having a jerry can, and then you don't have to strap it down afterwards either, which is cool. So the thing that I like most about it is when you're done with it, you can roll it up really compact. You can put it in a bin. I just store it in the Trasharoo, but it's really compact, which is cool. Alright, we've got everything packed up and lots of dirt miles ahead today. We're going to backtrack for about 3 miles or so, and then we will be jumping on fresh trails. Cruising through Carlile Wash, and man, it is so cool. I've driven some lower portions of it. I've never driven this upper portion of it, and it's just a beautiful winding wash trail. You got really cool views, and then you're also, since it's a wash, you've got the nice sheer cliffs next to you in sections. It's just a really neat trail to drive. So we're making our way really close over here to parts of Cathedral Valley. Now, a couple of weeks ago, Wyatt and I and the boys came down. We're actually going to intersect right here where we were with Brent from Forgotten Waypoint. So we're actually going to be intersecting with that road. And man, it is so beautiful in here in Cathedral Valley. You see all of the massive monoliths back there in the background. Then it is just really green. All of these you know, this desert is green, so it's amazing to me. So we're gonna hit on that trail that leads out towards Hartnett Draw and be making our way. We'll drop into the national park for just a tiny second. I don't think we're gonna stop by anything in there, but keep making our way. Now we're gonna start heading kind of more technically east towards Hanksville. All right, well, we've just stopped for a little on the trail lunch, and we just exited Cathedral Valley right next to part of Capitol Reef National Park. We were down here just a couple of weeks ago, so we didn't stop at Temple of the Moon or Temple of the Sun. But right now we're just pulled off in this little spot where cattlemen come down and have our little corral here. Have this beautiful big monolith back behind us. Gonna have some meat, cheese, and crackers, a nice little charcuterie board, and just enjoy some trail lunch. How's your lunch, bud? You enjoying it? Not a bad place to be eating lunch with a beautiful view like that, right? That's your little spot, your little seat with some shade. So right now we're making our way around the Cathedral Loop Trail, and you know, with it being the holiday weekend, this one's actually been busy, but still, like, only seen, you know, 3 or 4 different vehicles, but kind of the first, you know, real groupings of vehicles that we've seen all day. And it's beautiful. It's a nice loop that if you come in from Capitol Reef National Park, head down Highway 24, which is a beautiful drive, and then come in through here. You know, it's definitely a loop that I can see why people are visiting the national park take the time to do. Plus, Temple of the Moon and Temple of the Sun are beautiful. So we're just making our way down. I think this is technically called Caneville Wash Road, but and looping our way back towards Highway 24. Millie and I just enjoying some shade underneath this tree, standing in the middle of the river. Kids are out there just splashing around. Not a bad way to end a trip. Stopping by, let them play in the water, get a little muddy, cool off. If you enjoyed this adventure, please like and subscribe. We're going to be out on a bunch more this year with the family in the trailer and just enjoying Utah mountains. We're going to try to do some paddleboarding trips and some things like that. So lots more to come. Thanks so much for watching.